Yes, I got my eyes done when I was in college. Let's talk about it. I took a bunch of notes in my laptop so I don't forget any key details. So if I'm looking to the side, it's just because I'm looking at my notes. So to preface this video, the procedure I got done on my eye specifically is a full incisional double eyelid surgery. There's also non-incisional, and I think there's also like partial incision. It just depends on your eye shape, your eye structure, the goals that you're going for. Your doctor will figure that out with you. For my particular eyes, I have pretty thick skin and really fatty eyelids. So the doctor that I went with advised that I go with the full incisional route. I had two goals for the surgery. Number one was to reduce the puffiness of my eyes. Number two was to fix my eyelid fold into like one place. I did have double eyelids prior to the surgery. They weren't as prominent as they are now, but my eyelids were always puffy. Like the puffiness was what was bothering me, because anytime I did anything to upset my eyes, whether it was crying or staying up too late or eating too much salt, it looked like when people get like bee stings and they're allergic to it and then like their eyes just get super puffy. Like that's what it looked like. Even on my good days, it just felt like they were very heavy and I had to like constantly raise my eyebrows to make my eyes look open and like awake. And for like the fixing my eyelid folds into one place, I have like very weak eyelid folds naturally. It was very often the case that I would wake up with like a really prominent double eyelid in one eye and just like a near monolid in the other, or like vice versa. It was just really frustrating waking up every morning and not knowing what I'm going to be looking like on any given day. And before I go any further, I do want to stress here that I did not hate the way I looked. I didn't hate the way my eyes looked before the surgery. Like to this day, I still look at pictures of myself before the surgery and I just find myself adoring the way I looked back then. I'll put some pictures of myself up here before the surgery. Okay, so moving on to the who and the where part of the story. The surgeon that I personally decided to go with was Dr. Andrew Choi at VIP Surgery in LA. I did a lot of research and I even considered going to Korea, like waiting and saving up and going to Korea and figuring all that out and just like getting it done there, because I would much rather do that than settle for some surgeon in the States that might do a bad job on me. Like I'm still going to be spending thousands either way. But with my circumstances, my situation at the time, I went with the doctor and the clinic I went with because they had reasonable pricing, promising reviews, and a pretty consistent like photo before and after gallery. And with the appointment availability that the clinic had and with the timeline that I was working with, I ended up getting it done like during my senior year of college. I am going to split this up into like 2 or 3 parts probably. I'm going to post them all at once so that you don't have to wait. In the next part, I'll talk about the actual surgery, what it was like preparing for it, and what it was like after. I also want to talk about how I think about it now 3 years after the surgery, whether I regret it or not, whether I would have gone back and made a different decision, and all of that. So stay tuned.